Hey there, it is Saturday, the evening of January 27th, and we are going to show you a little bit about each one of these puppies. We're going to do a little bit of an individual spotlight on each one to help with the selection process, because the time has come for that. I was going to start with Orange, because he was the one on my lap, but I think we're being bombarded. Silly babies. Silly babies. Are you rising to the top, Orange? Should we still start with you? All right. So here is our Orange boy. He is a lot of fun. We jokingly say that he's a T-I-double-gut-E-R. If you're familiar with Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and his bouncy tail, this little boy bounces all over the place. He's full of energy. Very, very high energy pup. He does still like affection. Even though he's high energy, he'll still come. When I got in here, he was the first one on my lap, so he still likes the attention and the affection, but he is a very high energy puppy. So good for someone that likes that energy. I think he's a little bit lighter, a little more blonde than the other puppies. Their coat colors are still going to change as they continue to mature, but I think he's going to maybe be a little bit lighter overall colored. And let me show you his markings. Should we show him your markings if we could get you to the top here? Sorry, Gray, he's going to sit on you. Alright, so we're going to show you Orange's markings. We'll get him to the top of the pile here. There we go. So it's not really showing up a whole lot in this light, and it's a small enough marking, it may go away entirely. But when he was born, he had a tiny, tiny white spot right here on the calic of his chest. Just teeny, teeny, tiny. Like I say, it's possible that will go away entirely as he grows. Lots of times the really small markings do. And then if you look on his back toes, this toe has a tiny bit of frosting. Not really a solid white spot, but just a few white hairs, kind of like a highlight on that back toe. Give me a hug. I know it's a lot to ask for you to hold still, huh? And a little even smaller on that back toe right there. So that is our Orange pup. Let me share with you his weight. Somewhere in all of this I have a paper with it because I can't remember every puppy's weight. So I have their stats written down. So Orange, when he was born, he weighed 12.4 ounces. That put him tied for the second and third largest of the litter. There was another puppy with that same birth weight, and they were, number 2 and 3 for being the largest at birth. As of right now, he is the largest puppy of the litter. Today, he's weighing in at 6 pounds and 12 ounces, which puts him at the largest puppy. I also track what I call a growth ratio on each puppy, and that helps us to know how fast they're growing compared to themselves. Some puppies will start out big but not grow as fast. Others will start out really little but catch up. The growth ratio kind of gives us a glimpse of how fast are they growing and are they evening out with the other puppies or not. That kind of a thing to know, are they really going to be big? Are they really going to be small? So his growth ratio ranks at 8.71, meaning he is 8.71 times his birth weight. And that puts him with the 4th largest growth ratio. So he's the overall largest puppy, but there are a few puppies that are growing a little bit faster than him. But he should be a fairly good-sized pup at maturity. So that is the Orange boy. All right, who's next? We're going to do you next, Purple. You're right here on top. Yes, you are. Here is our Purple girl. So she's one of the 2 females. Oh, and Pink is jealous. You wanted to be first, huh? I know. Just hold on a minute. So here is our Purple girl. She is a solid puppy, meaning she has no white markings on her. Her chest and toes and everything like that are just, the solid red color. She is very much larger than Pink. So let me show you. As far as the 2 girls, here they are. I don't know if on camera you can see that, but Purple is going to be a much more stocky and big-boned, bigger puppy than Pink is. So there is a difference in size with the girls. Purple is middle of the range, I would say, for her energy level. And, she's not way wild hyper, but she's not the calmest either. She's kind of right there in the middle. which, you know, is a good thing. There's a range in their temperaments and their personalities and their energy levels, and so we just try and match those to people. So she's kind of the middle of the range, which is very versatile. And like I said, she is solid. If I can find my notes in all this puppy pile. So for Purple, she was the largest puppy when they were born. She weighed 12.6 ounces when she was born, which was the largest. Right now, she is third largest of all of the puppies, and she weighs 6 pounds, 8 ounces, which her growth ratio, she is 8.25 times her birth weight, which puts her for number 6 on growth ratio. So there's 5 puppies growing faster, a little bit faster than her. She started out biggest and now is at third. And as far as comparing the 2 females, she is solid and going to be quite big, and she is a little bit calmer than Pink. We'll just do the next girl right now. She's trying to fall asleep on us, but let's do her right now for the 2 girls. So here is our Pink girl. Can you say hi? She is a petite puppy. I wouldn't call her a runt by any means. I don't think she's going to be unusually small, but she is smaller than her sister. Will be a little bit more smaller boned and, you know, a little bit smaller probably when she is grown. So let's show you her markings. Can you put up your chin? Right here. She's got quite a bit of marking on her. Solid on her front paws, and on this one back right paw there's 1 toe that has, I would call that an actual marking. It's more than just a frosting, but it's that, you know, first half of her toe by her toenail. Oh, she's so tired. So she is smaller and marked and higher energy. And this one is a bundle of energy. She and Orange are the 2 most energetic of the litter. It bounces back and forth by the day which one happens to be more wild. I would say that Orange is more bouncy and energetic today, but you know, we have to kind of take a glimpse of the whole time that the puppies have been in our home to try and decide what their personalities and stuff are, because every puppy has their times when they are just wild and crazy and full of energy, and every puppy has their times when they're sleepy. Each puppy has their time when they want attention more and when they're just content to be as they are. So, you know, we have to kind of take that whole range to be able to see what their personalities are like. And she is not showing you her personality right now, because she is definitely a high energy puppy. Great for someone who really wants to be outside a lot and go, go, go. She'll be able to keep up with you after she's had her nap. So that is our Pink girl. Oh, I haven't given you her stats yet. Let's do that. So Pink, when she was born, she was 11.6 ounces, which put her tied for number 4 and 5. So there was another puppy that same weight, and they're tied for the 4th and 5th position as far as how big they were when they were born, 1 being the biggest, 8 being the smallest. As of right now, she is the smallest puppy of the 8, and she weighs 5 pounds 6 ounces today. She is 7.41 times her birth weight, which also puts her at number 8 for growth ratio. So she's the smallest and she's growing the least. So, you know, she is going to probably at maturity be a little bit smaller than some of these other puppies. I think she's still going to be in the perfectly middle range, normal for a Vizsla size, but on the smaller end compared to her litter mates. And she really does have energy sometimes. Can I put you down, sweetheart? Let you have your nap. Okay. Orange is right back up here. You already had your turn, Orange. So did you, Purple. Whoa, you fell off. I'm sorry. Let's see. You're awake. Who are you? You're Blue. Oh, don't bite him, Orange. Don't bite you. Oh, no, don't bite you. Here is our Blue boy. So we will show him to you. He's got a little bit of a scab right here on his nose right now. I don't know if that shows up in the camera or not. Puppies chew on each other a lot, like you've been witnessing here. That's one of the reasons they're actually supposed to stay with their litter for a while, why we don't let them go earlier than this. They need their mother's care, for one thing, obviously. These puppies are nearly weaned, but that process isn't quite complete yet, but they are mostly eating food now, mostly drinking water. But they are still nursing from mom a little bit. And they also, they're litter mates. They teach them to have a soft mouth. They teach them when chewing on things, when they chew on each other, they learn what is too much, what hurts, you know, how to control that mouth pressure and know what is appropriate for the situation. So he does have a little bit of an owie right there on his nose from one of his brothers or sisters, huh, sir? All right, so let's show you his markings. We can sit him on top of everyone else here. These puppies love attention, as you can see, Velcro dogs. Okay, so he has this stripe right down the center of his chest. It starts right there on the cowlick and it veers off to the right, his right, just a little bit. So he's got that stripe, solid on the front, and just little bits of frosting right here on the back toes, just right around the toenails, little tiny bits right there. So that is our blue boy. And as far as his personality, I would say he's on the calmer side of the litter. Now bear in mind that is compared to his litter. How does he compare with his litter mates? And, you know, obviously compared to his breed. Vizslas are energetic. Even a calm Vizsla is probably going to exceed many other dogs in their energy level. Even a calm Vizsla is still going to have some pep. But I would say he is on the calmer side for the litter. And let's give you his stats. Can you see it right there? Almost on Pink's head. Sorry, Pink. There we go. All right, get out our paper. For Blue, he weighed 12.4 ounces when he was born, which put him tied for number 3 and number 2. He was tied with Orange at birth. And right now he is the second largest of the whole litter, weighing 6 pounds and 10 ounces. His growth ratio, he is 8.55 times his birth weight, which puts him 5th for growth ratio. So there's 4 puppies growing faster than him. You know, he's going to be probably on the larger side for this litter of puppies, but very average. I think that all of these puppies are going to fall within the normal range of size. You know, there's kind of a range as far as weight and height that's normal for the breeds, and I think they will all fall within that. So that is our blue boy, huh? He's a sweetheart. All right, I'll put him down. I'm just gonna hurry and mark off which ones I've done so I don't get confused. Okay, now let's see here. See if any of them I need are awake. Nope, you're the only one awake, Blue. Who are we gonna torture and wake up? How about Gray? He's close by. Should we wake up Mr. Gray? Come here, sweetheart. Do you want to wake up? He's dreaming about something. You can see him wiggling in his sleep. He's a dreaming. Come here, sir. Oh, grown, I know. Oh, grown. All right. Come here. So here is our gray puppy. He just won't even open his eyes. They're so pretty. Can we show him your eyes? We have a little sweet people. Can we show him your eyes? This litter of puppies has very round eyes. When they open their eyes, or on some of the ones that have had their eyes open, you should look at them. Their eyes are very big and round. They get that from their mama. Violet has really big round eyes. So that's where that is coming from. Sorry, he's just not even gonna wake up. So we'll just show him to you. He'll sleep right through being the movie star. So here is our gray puppy. You can see there's no markings there. And none on the front paws. And nothing here. Hi, Blue. Nothing here on the back. So Gray is our solid male with no markings on him. He is calm, not usually this calm, but I would say, oh, are you chewing on him? I would say he is the calmest puppy probably of the litter. Followed, Green is not far behind. Green is also quite calm. I would say Gray is probably the calmest puppy and the quietest, I would think. He doesn't tend to be very vocal. So that's kind of about him. He very much likes attention. You can see that they love attention. And let's pull out the paper and tell you about Gray. So when Gray was born, he weighed 11.6 ounces, which put him tied for 4th and 5th in size at birth. Who's sitting on me? Hi, Blue. And right now he is the 4th largest, weighing in at 6 pounds and 5 ounces. He is 8.71 times his birth weight, which puts him 3rd fastest in growth. So, you know, he's definitely in the middle range, ranking right now 4th biggest and 3rd fastest growing. So right there, kind of in the middle of the 8. And again, he's calm and quiet and very snuggly and likes attention. Velcro dog. They all are. So, oh, you just climbed right on top, huh, Blue? You found a spot. I know. We've got 2 over there in the corner that have been asleep ever since I climbed in. They don't even know I'm in here yet, or they would be on the pile too. All right, so let's mark off that we did Gray, and we still need brown, green, and red. Do we have any of? Here's green. We'll do green. Wake him up. Come here, green puppy. Come here, green puppy. Oh, yes. Wake up. Oh, yes. There, you'll show us your big round eyes. Oh, you will, huh? Other than you're only open them halfway. Oh, Blue's falling off the pile. All right. So let's roll green back. Let's plop him on top here. Roll him back. So you can see he's solid right here on the chest. No markings there. He just has only markings on his back feet. So here's his front. Solid. And if we can get his feet out. His right foot has 2 frosted toes. And then this left foot is kind of frosted between, so it's just a tiny bit on each of those back paws. And like I said, green is quite calm, just right behind Gray for being calm, and middle energy, you know, but not like, I don't know that you can say that there's a lazy beast. I don't think they exist, but he is calm, middle energy for most dogs, I guess is what you could say. He's gonna look at me with one eye. Very snuggly, very Velcro dog, and we will give you, oh, you're so funny, peeping at me through your half-opened eyes. Oh, you just need to lay down. Okay, we'll give you his stats. Just lay down, it's alright. Just lay down. So green, he weighed 9.8 ounces when he was born. That is quite little at birth. He was tied for number 7 and 8 with another puppy. But he is now 5 pounds and 15 ounces, which puts him 6th largest. So he's towards the small end still because he started out small, but he's actually growing very, very well. He is 9.69 times his birth weight, which puts him number 2 for growth. So he's catching up. That's what I was saying about comparing that growth ratio to see what their growth pattern is. Even though he started out very small and he's still in the smaller half, he is growing very quickly. So I think by maturity he's going to have caught up, you know, and we're not really going to see that he's going to be small. But he is sweet. All right. I might have to have the cameraman pause the camera and grab those 2, or I'm going to dump all the puppies on the floor. All right, here's our brown puppy. Like I say, those 2 would have started out right in the pile, other than they were asleep when I got in here. They didn't even know I was here. Hi. Here is our brown puppy, and we will show him to you. We'll plop him right on top. I was telling my kids, you know, when you start breeding dogs, you understand where the term doggy pile came from. They love, I don't know how they breathe, but they love to just pile on top of each other like this. All right, so we'll lift up his head, and there's nothing here on the chest. It's solid. Sit him up a little bit more, and nothing is showing up on the front paws. And then right here on the back paws, we have again what I would call frosting. Not a thick solid white, but there's, you know, some white hairs mixed in there that are just looking like a highlight. And let's tell you about his stats. Are you comfortable like that? Okay, so Brown, he was 9.8 at birth, so he and Green were both tied for the number 7 and 8, which were the smallest two. The two smallest puppies of the litter. 9 ounces is pretty small when they're born, but he now weighs 6 pounds, make sure I'm on the right line, yeah, 6 pounds, 1 ounce, which puts him 5th largest of the litter, and he is 9.9 times his birth weight, which puts him number 1 for growth ratio, meaning he is growing faster than any of the other puppies. So even though he started out tiny, he again, very much like Green, I think will catch up, kind of even out. He's got some good heft to him, good bulk to him, very healthy. Oh, Orange just rolled right off my lap. You know, growing well, gonna be a wonderful average size Vizsla when he grows up. And can I get him? Come here, buddy. Wake up. Wake up. Okay. So here is our red puppy. Can you wake up and see the camera? Yes. He is the smallest of the males. He is noticeably smaller than the other males. So I think he'll be on the smaller end of normal. He and Pink are both a little bit more petite than the other puppies of the litter. So let's show him to you. Roll him back. You can see he's got a pretty good marking right here on his left side of his chest. He's got a fuzzy on his belly button. And solid front paws. Solid back paws. So he's just got that chest marking. So tired. And he is smaller than the other males. Let me tell you his numbers. So our red puppy was 10.8 ounces when he was born, which was the 6th largest of the 8. Right now he weighs 5 pounds and 9 ounces, which is 7th largest of the 8. And he is 8.24 times his birth weight, which is also 7th for his growth ratio. So I do think that he, like Pink, will be smaller at maturity, but I think that they will fall, you know, within the normal range, just on that smaller end. As far as his energy level, he's really middle range. If I had to put him one direction or the other, I would say he leans toward high energy, but not near as high as Orange or Pink. Kind of that middle range personality. Very affectionate, very loving. You know, you climb in here and they all come running up to you and, you know, want love and attention and food. So, you know, they like people. They learn very quickly who feeds them, huh? They know that. Yes, they do. And they love attention. Very happy, good puppies. Very pleased with this litter. They're beautiful, got good structure to them. We're really, really enjoying them. The kids are not looking forward to them leaving, but I think that they will be wonderful additions to your homes.